The hook. Most of us were taught that negotiation is a logical battle. A game of I give a little, you give a little, until we meet in the middle. But Chris Voss, a former lead FBI hostage negotiator, says that splitting the difference is the worst thing you can do. In a hostage situation, if I have two hostages and you have none, meeting in the middle means I give you one and keep one, and everybody loses. Voss argues that life is a series of negotiations, and to win, you don't need better logic. You need tactical empathy. Tactical empathy. The foundation. Tactical empathy isn't about being nice or agreeing with the other person. It is about understanding their perspective and vocalizing that understanding so they feel heard. When people feel understood, their defensive fight or flight response shuts down, and they become willing to collaborate. To do this, you need to master a few key tools. Tool number 1, mirroring. The simplest tool in the negotiator's kit is mirroring. This isn't body language, it's linguistic. It is simply repeating the last 1 to 3 critical words of what the other person just said. If someone says, "I've had a really hard time with the budget this year," you simply say, "The budget this year?" with an upward inflection. This signals to their brain that you are listening and encourages them to expand. It buys you time to think and forces them to give you more information without you having to ask a single why question, which often makes people defensive. Tool number 2, labeling and the accusation audit. Labeling is the act of identifying an emotion and saying it out loud. You start with phrases like, "It seems like," "It sounds like," or "It looks like." For example, "It sounds like you're worried about the timeline." Never use "I" as in "I feel like you're worried." By using "it," you stay objective. This de-escalates negative emotions. If you know the other person is going to be angry with you, use an accusation audit. List every terrible thing they might think about you before they have a chance to say it. "You probably think I'm being lazy, that I don't value your time, and that I'm trying to screw you over." By saying it first, you take the power out of those accusations and make the other person want to reassure you that it's not that bad. Tool number 3, the power of no. We are conditioned to chase a yes. But Voss argues that yes is often a trap, a counterfeit yes used to get someone to go away. No, on the other hand, is a protection. When someone says no, they feel safe and in control. Instead of asking, "Is now a good time to talk?" which forces a yes, ask, "Is now a bad time to talk?" If they say no, they have opened the door on their own terms. If you're being ignored, send a 1-sentence email. "Have you given up on this project?" People hate the idea of losing out, and a no-oriented question like this almost always triggers an immediate response. Tool number 4, calibrated questions. The ultimate goal in a negotiation is to get the other person to do the work for you. You do this with how and what questions. When you get an offer that is too low, don't get angry. Ask, "How am I supposed to do that?" This is the how question that changed negotiation forever. It forces the other person to look at your problem and try to solve it for you. It isn't a no, it's an invitation for them to find a better way to give you what you want. Conclusion. Never split the difference teaches us that negotiation is not an act of war. It is a process of discovery. Your goal is to uncover the black swan, that one piece of hidden information that changes everything. By using tactical empathy, mirroring their words, and embracing the power of no, you stop being an adversary and start being a partner. As Voss says, "He who has learned to disagree without being disagreeable has discovered the most valuable secret of negotiation." If you want to stop leaving money and peace of mind on the table, this book is your blueprint. Hit the like button if you're ready to negotiate better, and subscribe to the Self-Help Shortcut for more deep dives into the books that give you the edge.